Welcome to Lid Bashing, where the L stands for Legions, the I stands for Imperialis, and the Bashing stands for you watching me reacting to random videos about Warhammer. And today we've got the preview show from the World Championships of Warhammer. I've let it run through so I can watch it at my leisure. It's paused at the beginning of it. Promised big reveals for most of the main systems. It didn't promise anything for Legions Imperialis, but it did promise something for 28mm Horus Heresy. So if that's somehow indicative of what we might get later on, so be it. So I'm wearing my reacting style headphoney streamer things, and you can all pretend that I'm a femboy Twitch streamer or something. I don't know if anyone else's algorithm is like mine. I'd probably cut that bit out. Right, where was I up to? Yes, World Championships of Warhammer preview. Let's see what this does. I'm going to press play and get straight into it because I'm trying to avoid spoilers, even though it's only been out for a couple of minutes. All of my chats have got sharing pictures of stuff. Thankfully, the only thing I've noticed is stuff that I knew was coming anyway. Everyone knew they were going to be showing Plastic Krieg. Spoilers if anyone hasn't seen it yet, but if you haven't seen it yet, what are you doing watching me watch it first? Unless you like watching my reactions first, in which case you do you, boo. Let's see what happens. I am welcomed by Nick and Alex. Alex is the one with the trailer voice.
My name's Nick. This is Alex. Alex, we've got a whole bunch of stuff to show people today, right?
We do indeed. We've got stuff from Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer the Age of Sigmar, Warhammer the Horus Heresy, Warhammer the Old World, and some stuff from Black Library.
They certainly have a particular flavour of banter that they enjoy. Can't say I necessarily enjoy it, but I'm glad that they enjoy it.
This one's been waited for and looked forward to for a long time.
Death Corps of Krieg. Ooh, the horses have the not hooves. Fun. Combat Engineers. Death Riders. With the disgusting feet. Lord Marshal Dreyer. Codex Astra Militarum. Death Company brand. And more. What's and more? What do we get to see and more? Ooh, a command squad. Heavy weapons squad.
The Death Corps of Krieg are back.
They're here. They're finally here. Yep. We've teased and hinted about these guys for a long time.
So if corps, like Army Corps, is short for corporals or corporations or whatever you want to call it. So I mean, if they're the Death Corps with a K, that means corporals and corporations is with a K.
But now we are getting a whole plethora of releases in plastic.
Do you know what a plethora means?
Now, Krieg fell into civil war about 500 years ago, and it's never been the same.
Unlike any real world nations, we've never had any civil wars that have changed any of our nations for a significant period of time.
They've had it ingrained, indoctrinated into them since birth that they need to sell their...
It's almost like the Emperor is a villain, really. It's almost like the Emperor is a despot and or a dead husk of a no longer human being whose former followers are using his name to spread hatred and fear and really misery across the known universe. It's what it sounds like to me, an innocent onlooker to this situation. I don't think the Emperor's a good guy, folks. Just something deep in my brain says that the Imperium is not necessarily maybe the good guys. Oh, my mistake. They've got a group called the Death Corps. I'm sure that's fine. The Death Corps of Krieg. There's 2 Ks there. Nothing evil could have 2 Ks in it. They are claws.
They have the screen line rule, which lets them move after enemies have moved as well to protect their lines.
I like movement shenanigans. I think it's a fun thing to do. That's why, generally speaking, I like Legions Imperialis because it's alternating activations. I think that makes a lot more sense for a game. Middle-earth strategy battle game does the same thing. The idea that I move and then you move then I shoot, and then you shoot. Makes more sense than I move, and the enemy goes, shall we move? No, wait, okay. Then I shoot, then the enemy goes, should we move away or shoot back? And they go, no. And then I charge you. Okay, should we do something now? Overwatch, if you like. That doesn't make as much sense as I move. They move towards us. Should we retaliate? Yes, move towards them. They've shot at us. Should we retaliate? Yes, that makes more sense than kind of doing a whole turn. I don't like that.
These are the artillery teams. Huge
Those are big guns.
Bigger than the field ordnance we've seen before. Tell me more about the siege.
I do like some siege artillery.
Krieg tends to specialize, as we said.
I like Krieg. I'd never do them. One, because they're loyalists.
You know, if you're trying to attack.
Two, because they're thinly veiled Nazis. And three, because humans are just a little bit boring. But of all the humans, they're the least boring ones. They're a good aesthetic. If you fully lean into the kind of satire of 40k, you know, they are the wearing skulls on their helmets. Are we the baddies? That is a good siege cannon. I love that in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, sandbags are still vital for trench warfare. I think that's realistic. Goodness. That is massive.
Really cool little bit of equipment and stuff at the back. Here we can see this little remote mine, which is a really cool little attack that one of the guys over the controller just sends out, doing mortal damage to nearby units, which is just a cool little model and probably going to be everyone's favourite of the preview.
Don't preempt the memes. It's never fun when you preempt memes. Let the memes happen.
The battle is the famed Lord Marshal Dreer. What a model this is, Alex.
Dreer. Okay, so we're not pronouncing it like German.
Entirely through merit, as you'd expect from the Death Corps of Krieg, but he leads from the front. This isn't a general that stands at the back and orders his troops forward. This guy is going to be in the thick of the fighting. His mount, ES-819, as I said earlier, they've all got numbers, not names, has fallen several times in battle, and the Lord Marshal insists that
You there, repair my horse.
The fact it's called repaired rather than just healed. I love it.
And so this has created this kind of myth about them that they are indestructible. But, you know, Dreer is well aware that that's not actually the case.
He has a rule called tough to kill, whereby, like my Lord and Saviour, Ruta Gulliman, he can come back after he's been killed. Or maybe.
Your Lord and Saviour, Eldar Shagger.
Which is nice when the sort of the narrative marries up with the rules on the table. And his sword there is the Sabre of Sacrifice, is a devastating.
I've got nothing against shagging Eldar. In fact, if it weren't for shagging Eldar, the true god wouldn't exist.
I can see this being one of many Golden Demon entries.
Oh, you're absolutely right, aren't you? Can't wait to see those. Right.
Don't preempt the Golden Demon entries. Let people find the ones that they want to make the kind of things. I wonder if it'll include so you got Death Corps Krieg, Talon Desert Raiders, the Catachans, the Cadians, and the Attila.
Because as you said, those Rough Riders give you a huge amount of speed.
And there's another one. There's a Russian one. The Vostroyevs. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sure there's a Russian-based one where they're all wearing kind of Cossack hats. It almost showed me a Wicked advert then, but then decided against it. I'll probably see it eventually anyway. It doesn't need to show me an advert. I'm not a big fan of the stage show. I think it was oversold to me. It goes along with Les Mis and Blood Brothers as being something that, you know, all my friends were like, oh, they're the most amazing things in the whole world, they'll change your life. And I went to see them and I was like, yeah, it was okay. So yeah, I'll probably enjoy the movie. If it's anything like Les Mis, I'll prefer the movie because it'll be shorter. But that's not true with the Wicked film because it's twice as long for some reason. We'll see. This isn't the channel to review Wicked. I don't know what is the channel to review Wicked, but certainly not this one. Are you going to see Wicked? Write it down in the comments. If you were to make Wicked into a Legions Imperialis force, what model would you let bash into Dr. Dillamond? Hey? Chat? What would you do there, chat?
Basically the entire unit to resist toxins because he's a chemical warfare specialist.
That's really nice. It's their version of a
I don't know why I did that into the this is to listen to this. That's picking up me. This is just so it doesn't pick up that and copyright strike me.
Three different weapon options here. We've got the twin-linked stubber.
You're a twin-linked stubber.
You'll have seen those before, plenty of different ways.
Ah, Warhammer, my first love. It's the Empire. Oh, they're doing the Empire now. The theories said that the Empire wasn't going to be for a while. Interesting.
We've got some metal kits coming back as well, right?
Let's see what metal's coming back.
The knightly orders from the past. I painted
They're classic. They're not particularly good, but they're classic.
Warrior priests.
Warrior priests are a good shout.
There's a strong Middenheim theme.
They're also a good shout.
We've got the made to order stuff with the classic Empire engineers, battle standard bearers.
They're okay. They're not brilliant.
Pegasus is coming back
The General on Griffin is a great model.
We're also going to see the
That's a good model.
coming back. Now, these predate
Imperial Ogres.
Great to see these coming back from the past. And this opened up a lot of the points.
I've enjoyed these remasters. They're good.
Sculpted the horses at the front. Those are brand new. And there's some new special characters too.
There are indeed. So we've got Harold Gemmenson, Grandmaster of the Knights Panther, and General Hans von Lohenhack.
Now, we're not going to show you pictures of those yet. They are very
Oh.
limited, I guarantee you this, but make sure you're keeping your eye on
Then show us pictures of them.
for more information on
Yeah, look at these lovely things we're not going to show you.
new units we've
Screw you guys.
in an Imperial army for Warhammer Old World. So, yeah, exciting times. Keep your eyes on that and grab hold of that arcane journal when it's available.
I will.
From one old world to another, we're going to the Horus Heresy.
Horus Heresy time, everyone. Arbor Sliders, Malcadors. Good, all going plastic. Good, we've got that in plastic at 8mm already. Got that in plastic at 8mm already. Got that in 8mm in plastic already. More Dorodeo Dreadnoughts. Is that it? Okay, nothing new. It's all stuff that is being done in plastic, which is good. It should be done in plastic. A little bit. A little bit disappointing. I was hoping for a new thing, like a 28mm. Like Dark Mechanicum would have been good. Or something new that we haven't seen before that we can then theorise will come out in 8mm. It is. But in 8mm, they have 0 weapons. So, you know, swings and roundabouts.
What's nice as well is the new model's got this chap in the back, modelled to be firing a huge laser cannon out the back as well.
That's it, and he's modelled directly in there. So
You haven't got any huge laser cannons in 8mm. Give us huge laser cannons in our Arbor Sliders.
And also, I'm
Cowards.
for that on the way soon as well, which is cool too. Great to have that in the game, but that's on to another couple of tanks. Always fun for Heresy. This is the Valdor Tank Destroyer. That might be one of the biggest guns I've ever seen. Tell me more about this thing.
So these are...
No, it's not. It's only that big.
Named for the Sigilite. And this is an older variant of tank, which
Neutron beam weapons are awful. Like, good in game, but I brought a Warmaster tank, not one, yeah, Warmaster Titan to a game, and every turn it only got to fire one weapon because of a bunch of tiny little sabers with neutron cannons. So yeah, don't get hit by a neutron if you are a Titan, because you only get to fire one weapon back. Alternatively, don't sink all your points into Titans. I don't know, I'm not your supervisor, do what you like.
So up next, we've also got the new Doridio Dreadnought. This is the Boreas configuration.
Doridio.
More Covenant guns than any other Doridio Dreadnought.
Doridio. I've always said Dorodeo. 2 people have said Doridio now. I guess it's Doridio. I guess I have to relearn how to say Doridio. That doesn't sound right. Doridio. Sounds like you're saying rodeo, but saying it wrong. I thought it was like Dorodeo. No, it's Doridio. I don't like that at all. I'm not going to use them now. It'd be like if they said Leviathans were called Leviathans. I'd be like, oh, don't like that. I have made one of these with using the Solar Auxilia anti-air tarantula thing sticking on top. Wasn't worth the bashing video, but they're fun on the table. They look good.
And you want to upgrade it to the Boreas configuration. There's a kit for that. And if you've got one of these and you want to convert it back, there's another one.
That's great. That means you can have real versatility in your modelling kits, and you can really take to that.
Or you could just include all the weapons in one kit and let us build them how you like.
Let's move from the Horus Heresy, and now we're moving to the Mortal Realms.
And see what Sigmar's got going on. Okay, there's the Hobgrot Slitter that we knew was coming. Is that going to be the only thing? Yeah, a whole bunch of Iron Jaws we've already got. Okay, we've got the Iron Jaws totem, and that was disappointing.
Wow, the Auric War
Of all of them, that's the most disappointing. I almost want to skip through this bit just because that was so disappointing.
Look at in a second as well. What's nice here is the rules team have taken the
Endless spells and
so in that book, the Crawl
a bit of
Wolves
scenery
and the Iron Jaws are two separate
and the
armies,
Hobgrot.
essentially two different armies. So alongside them, let's have
An
a look
advert
at
for
the
Uber
Crawl
Eats.
version. This is the Boss Rock Tower.
It's making the wild assumption, misassumption that I have the money to afford Uber Eats. There is no way I can afford to order wine from Uber Eats. Come on, Twitch. Get better with your algorithm.
Watchtower necessarily. The boss can go up here and can literally bully the winds of magic.
It does, yeah.
There is no way I can afford a gaming monitor even on Black Friday.
Bossy rule to literally boss around the enemy army, which is really nice as well. So faction train coming to the Oryx very soon. That's really cool. Also, we have the new manifestations here as well.
Advert 3 of 4.
Endless spells used by the Auric Warclans. Both the Cruel Boys and the Iron Jaws wizards can use these. And of course, on the right hand side, it's the.
This one's got an orangutan in it. I like orangutans. They're a fine animal. The only reason I don't call orangutans my favourite animal is because I feel like that would be like saying, oh, my favourite animal is my family. It sounds weird. They're kind of almost beyond favourite animal because they're so obviously us. For anyone watching, my actual favourite animal is the ring-tailed lemur. So, a savage swarm of gids. Snarlpack Cavalry. We had the Snarlfang Riders. Oh, just... Ooh, okay. Oh, they're begging for the old world. Those are good models. Ooh. That's the best thing so far.
Yes, well, we've seen the Auric Warclans, but now their shorter, meaner-spirited cousins are on the way. This is the new Gloomspite.
New Doomdiver.
To the Mortal Realms. Talking of absorbing light and stealing it, this is the Sunstealer Wheeler. This is the new lightweight.
Sunstealer Wheeler. It's not a Sunstealer Wheeler. It's a wolf chariot.
Just built with normal wood, though.
No, so these things are.
Like library time. Editions of books.
So there we go. It's the Black Library Celebration. Of course,
No, it's preview for the Black Library Celebration. That makes sense.
Yeah, so we're getting an entire week rather than days.
Are they going to finish on Black Library? That seems like I know. Yeah, Black Library is excellent and novels are great, and there's no reason that should be a less part of the hobby. And I'm not saying it is a less part of the hobby. But it is a little anticlimactic when it comes to reveals, because they're not going to tell us the stories, they're just going to show us the covers and say books are coming. Showing miniatures is more of a kind of like, look, miniature, which is better than look, book that exists in 3D space. So, yeah, I hope there's going to be one more thing. I hope they don't finish on Black Library. Yeah, go on, show us one more thing. What have you got? What are we going to finish with? Codex Eldari. Cool. It's going to be a big refresh. Okay, that was a good ending. I don't do Eldar, but for Eldar fans, they're going to enjoy those. For those of you who are Eldar fans, I will let you enjoy that in your own time. I can't comment on them because I've never really done them. I did a little bit of commission painting of a couple of Harlequins for a friend, but that's about it. So yeah, that's it.
Why is he a big deal?
So he's one of the Phoenix Lords, and these guys were basically the
Brief mention of Warhammer Plus at the end, which I'm sure all 7 of us who are still members will be excited to see. Yeah, that wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing for me in particular because I don't do any of the armies really. But you know, for Eldar fans especially, that's going to be huge. Good job for the Empire coming back. But yeah, interesting. Cool. Well, I'm tired now. I've had a very long day at work, so I might curl up with either a book or more likely a couple of models and start putting some Mechanicum together. So, what was your favourite part of the preview? Anything there that you thought, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get that, or anything you thought definitely not? Any Eldar fans? Anyone who still has the Aeronautica Imperialis Eldari flyers that you want to somehow bring into the Horus Heresy? Interesting. Well, I'm not going to give a particularly interesting, funny sign-off here because I can't think of one because I'm too tired. But thank you all very much for watching with me. I'll trim this down to something sensible that we can skip through all the stuff where I was just watching and enjoying it. But do go watch the full show. It was just about worth it. Skip the Age of Sigmar stuff. I think the grots were fun, but as a whole, you could probably skip the middle chunk. Watch all the 40k stuff. The middle stuff wasn't so great. But still, nice to see the Empire coming back to the old world. Nice to see the old world getting anything, really. I hope it does well. I need to paint all mine up. But not as much as I hope that Legion's Imperialis continues to do well. So please, please do keep supporting your local game stores by buying all the Imperialis you can. Supplement it with 3D printing if you want to, must. You know, everyone does their hobby in their own way, but we need this game to survive. So, I mean, we need the game to survive. We don't need the game in order to survive. That would be a little bit extreme. I don't know, maybe you do need the game to survive. You do you. So, I'll see you next time for another fun, exciting episode of Lip Bashing. And in the meantime, thank you to all my Patreons. Peace and love, as always, and keep on lip bashing.